tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready? Black 25 behind.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Wait. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long for Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Cohen. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jameis to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. It's caught. It's Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 36.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Clear. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Bucs take their first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Going to give this time to the tailback.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 57, Mike 57.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Second and 3. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Smooth.
They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You ready?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds Robinson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
57. Mike, 57.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
They're running it. Let's go. Mike's 54. Let's go.
On third down, it's Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
Ready. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
I'm coming up.
Mike.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will tie things at 20 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drop.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Chicago! Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing, Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Watch the whip.
They're going to try and throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
You ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's coming this way. Check, go. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding Knox there, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
2nd and 4. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
I know I'm not supposed to ask questions in this situation. I'm supposed to have answers. But I have to ask, with so many people in such a small area here in the red zone, I can't imagine how they lose a guy of his size and he finds his way open for a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The Bucs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Winston now. He's got Evans. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He's tackled. He's crossing. He's checking crap. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Switch. Wait.
The 29-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, stop.
On the counter, here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down. Come on. Contact. Green, triple team. 10. Echo. Easy. Motion out of the backfield.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Devin White, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th. And rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. Zach Cunningham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
I'm going back to you. 54. Mike 50.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Jones, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Winston now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Jameis now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
58 the money. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Wait. Slam. Tommy.
To throw is Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Wait. Flip it. Back. Easy.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Tampa Bay.
They come out here in the eye.
Squeeze, double.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo! 54, right there. 54, Mike. I got one. Clear. Mike, 5-4.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.